We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Seattle Mariners and the Toronto Blue Jays. Randall Grichuk aims to bring his hitting streak to 25 straight games right after this. Here's D. Gordon now, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Seattle.
Grounded to the right. Mondesi brings it in. And there's one down now. Into the box now, Malik Smith. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Mitch Haniger is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. So coming to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, number 27.
Line drive to center field. Smith is right there, one down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Vladimir.
First pitch coming, here it is. Hit hard to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third.
Now in the box, George Springer. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. Smith has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. And this is still a... Dan Vogelbach is next. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Fouled away. Vogelbach is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez as he'll take a look at ball 1. Gonzalez, commonly known as Cargo, he's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Kyle Seager is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Hit hard to the right side. And it's fouled away. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Drury has it, and they put the tag on him for the out, but meanwhile both runners are able to move up a base. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's not a bad first milestone. 100th career RBI, D-Row.
Yeah, after your first original knockdown, probably for you, your first strikeout, your first bomb, You want to start putting some zeros on the back end of these numbers. 100th ribby, nice milestone right there.
Hernandez will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Fouled off. Gonzalez at second. Murphy on at first with 2 down. Takes this the other way to right. Grichuk is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Mariners 1, the Jays nothing. At the plate, Bo Bichette. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, guys.
And he drops it. The throw is wild, and he gets away. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he currently sits 3rd in the AL in that category. From the stretch, hits it high and deep out to center field. And he will make the catch here on the edge of the warning track as he was just able to get back there and put it away for the first out. At the plate, Rendell Grichuk. Not to jinx him or anything, but he'll be looking to lengthen his hitting streak here.
And you get above 20 games, you start thinking about it every at-bat when you take that donut off on the on-deck circle. 25 games, now you're starting to get into some rarefied air.
Grichuk puts a good swing on it. This ball's carrying well to left. Gone! Rendell Grichuk, a 2-run shot. 24 home runs for him on the season as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with the resounding.
Now this ball's hit deep to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box, Kelvin Gutierrez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Smith is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday night baseball after this. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, D. Gordon. Rounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. This will kick up against the wall now. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Malik Smith, the next to hit. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Mitch Haniger, the next to bat, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger.
I always felt, 0-2, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
So we got him looking there. Mitch Haniger goes down for out number 2 in the top half. In now, Daniel Vogelback. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Seattle. Our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the third now, and set to go as the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Now batting, center fielder,
George Springer, the next to hit. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Well, it'd be hard to argue that he's not the best hitter in the game right now. Aside from the hitting streak, he lays claim to the league's best batting average as well.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette pulls this one in the air out to left. Gonzalez has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in, Salvador Perez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First delivery to him on the way. 2 down, runners at first and second. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They still lead it 2-1. So stepping in, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Carlos Gonzalez.
And the pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting,
In now, Kyle Seager. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Springer, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. At the plate, Tom Murphy. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Springer coming on, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. They're down 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Rendell Grichuk. This is line to left, and this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Brandon Drury will bat next, and he fouls this one off. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 pulled high in the air out to left field. Gonzalez giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Digging in, Kelvin Gutierrez hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Here to take it is Seager, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Adalberto Mondesi. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Third baseman.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
Now batting.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Fouled away. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's set. The 0-1. This is hit sharply to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. Belted high in the air out to left. Gonzalez looks up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 24 home runs for him on the season, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, you can understand what the pitcher's thinking. He doesn't have an empty base, and he needs to get ahead of the count. All he wants to do is get that first pitch over for a strike, but the batter knew the same thing, and he jumped all over it, smashing it into seats for a 4-run blast.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. And he'll probably be running over a few of these pitches in his head tonight, but will depart here. Yoshihisa Hirano answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Yoshihisa Hirano.
And up steps Salvador Perez. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
He's had an amazing season, and you can tell the confidence is oozing off him. When we were down before the game talking to him.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they strike first. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH. Patrick Wisdom hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 9.
Back to the top of the order now, and up next is Speedy D. Gordon. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the alley, as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ball game. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases.
Oh, what happened? He can't make the play. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now an 8-2 game.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Daniel Vogelbach stands in as he looks at a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Mariners force. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off.
Set now for the bottom of the fifth. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, Rendell Gritchick. Here comes the first pitch. And right into the shift. Seager has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping in, Brendan Drury. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And it's fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now that's popped up. Vogelback waits on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping up to the plate, Kelvin Gutierrez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. High in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. But no matter, they lead it. Into the box now, Carlos Gonzalez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Up next with Seattle. The third
infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
The catcher, number 2.
So digging in now, Tom Murphy. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Line drive to center field. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Still 8-2. Digging in and looking for more, Adalberto Mondesi. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. There's a drive out to left center field. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
The batter.
Here's George Springer.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. The 198th of his career, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. At the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. And right into the shift, there is Seager. And there's out number 2. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Line toward right center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you.
Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get a knock.
Think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a professional baseball game, and for him to be able to do it 14 consecutive days in a row.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Blue Jays 10 and the Mariners 2. 7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward now is the shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Mondesi scoops it up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Patrick Wisdom. Two runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Slapped hard the opposite way, and now it'll rattle up against the wall. And the runner from first comes around to score.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they chip into the deficit here.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So here's Malik Smith there to play it as Grichuk, and that's the first out. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Strike one to start the at-bat. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. On the ground is short. This could be two. Scooped up. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get fouled. And he held up in time, but it's strike three called, and there are two down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
At the plate, Carlos Gonzalez. 0-1 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Hernandez is in pursuit. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Haniger ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He'll score easily as the gap shortens to 4 now.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
And they are really hitting their stride now as this will cut into that deficit even further.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see.
And he runs out of gas between bases. They tag him out to end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. Matt McGill gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Vogelback moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, Shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kelvin Gutierrez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Smith is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The batter, number 27.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a flare out to left center. Gonzalez coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 4 pitches. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
Leading off for Seattle, the shortstop.
Jordan Romano will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Number 68, Jordan Romano.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And it's quickly 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Line drive base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Next for Seattle, Malik Smith. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And that's in there, base hit. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. Runners in score. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Grounded back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelback. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. No balls and a strike to count. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he fouls this one off. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game.
Now batting, the left fielder.
To the plate now, Carlos Gonzalez. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings in George Springer.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
On to first, and they get them both.
Now back, the designated hitter.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the DH, Bo Bichette. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
The catcher, number 13.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Line drive to left. Gonzalez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Striding in, Kyle Seager. He's 1 for 4 for the game. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Pops this one up. Therefore, it is Guerrero, and that's the first down. So striding in, Tom Murphy, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Into the box now, J.P. Crawford. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. Striding into the box, Patrick Wisdom. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And he gets ahead 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Hit in the air to center field. Springer has a read on it. And that retires the side. Mariners strike back to tie things on the solo home run. That'll set the stage. Brendan Brennan comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 65.
Now at the plate, Rendell Grichuk. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And right into the shift. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So striding forward now, Brendan Drury. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. A bouncer up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now. Ready once again, Kelvin Gutierrez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted into center field. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Our score holds at 10 apiece. Digging in now for the Mariners, D. Gordon. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And he pops it up. Mondesi into shallow center, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And a leap, but it's over his head at second. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And the throw is late at first, so they can't get anybody out.
Now batting.
So now to the plate, Mitch Haniger, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. On the move is Springer. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now batting, Daniel Vogelback. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Springer is there. 2 gone. Oh, and the throw's wide as it gets by him at second. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
The batter, the left fielder, Carlos.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with 2 away.
Third baseman, Kyle.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And the second run will score as well.
Boy, we thought this one was going to go way into the night. That is a big base hit here in extra innings to give them the lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, you know as well as I do. It gets to the extra innings. Everybody's tries to go deep and end it with one swing and a bat. That's a nice job to stay within himself and drive in a pair.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. He's got it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just... Carl Edwards Jr. takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Adalberto Mondesi is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. The Blue Jays find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that...
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And it's gone. solo shot here to left. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as it's now a one-run ball game.
The center fielder, number 4.
Stepping in now, George Springer, as he rips it on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day.
In now to Oscar Hernandez. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But, Dan, I question pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back to back to back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe if he had him set up for the fastball, he guessed wrong.
The batter, the catcher.
So stepping in, Salvador Perez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And this is lined right back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they will hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on. Austin Adams takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Rendell Gritcher is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. The 0-1 fouled away. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Gonzalez. Ball game. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him, so he blasts a grand slam in the final at bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he blasted a couple of balls over the wall in this one, really put the guys on his back and carried him to the victory.